Hello everybody. Hello everybody, this is Sarahscopic and you're watching Traffic Musings. I am, thank you for that appropriate dinging sound. I am not actually coming home from work right now. I was supposed to go in to my workplace for just a couple of hours today. Sorry, I'm not on the highway, so Gabby is going nuts on me right now because there is so much to talk about apparently when it comes to traveling, getting home, because I just went to a walk-in clinic. Walk-in clinics are always an interesting experience to me. I have met some very interesting people through walk-in clinics because for whatever reason it's just easier to get into a walk-in clinic than it is to get to see my own doctor whenever I'm sick. So no worries, guys. It is just a cold. I wanted to be absolutely sure because I was starting to look like I was developing pink eye, and I've never had pink eye, and so I was a little concerned. That's part of the reason I didn't go into work today. I was supposed to go shadow somebody for just a couple of hours, and I woke up, I was like, I feel better than the day before. Like on Monday, I was awful. Oh my goodness, I was such a mess. Thankfully, I didn't have to go on an internship because of Memorial Day, but I was just, thank you. So I didn't go in because I didn't think it was gonna be a good idea, and on Monday, I didn't have to have an internship because of Memorial Day, thankfully, and I just felt miserable yesterday. Ugh, I woke up with my right eye crusted over, and at first I was like, that's really weird. I've never had that happen. Sorry. My right eye was crusted over, which I've never really had happen before, so that was kind of weird. And then at first I was like, I always knew pink eyes being like super serious viral infection, but you can just get pink eye. Okay, goodness, this is so irritating. Shut up. What I'm trying to say is, this is taking forever to say this, I just was like, that's kind of a weird experience, but I guess it kind of technically makes sense. But then I read up more about pink eye, and I mean, for me, I always knew pink eye as that like really bad viral infection that kids can sometimes get that just looks really disgusting and can be caused by like gross things. But you can just get pink eye from basically just having, like, if you have a cold or anything like that, like it just kind of happened, and so I was a little more concerned. So I just went in the walk-in clinic also just to make absolute sure that I'm not getting worse. Thankfully, they said that it looks like I'm just getting better. It's just gonna be another couple of days before it goes away, which is annoying to say the least because I have to go in my internship tomorrow for a long day, but that's okay. So gotta deal with that. But otherwise, thankfully, I had a long weekend, even though I had to move on Sunday. So a little annoying, but thankfully I'm getting better. So that's the good news, because I hate getting sick. I feel like everything just crashes whenever I get sick. It's so irritating. What's really funny is because of how often I've gotten sick with different types of things, I kind of just know like what could be going on, and just know my body enough that when I feel certain ways, it probably means certain things or could mean certain things. And so, I mentioned that, oh yeah, I got squelching in my ear, which usually leads to ear infection. Or yeah, my throat's been hurting, and I had a lot of congestion. And thankfully, like, none of those things led to worse things. But they were like, oh yeah, you've got a little bit of fluid in your ear. I was like, I could tell that. But thankfully not enough that probably turned to an ear infection. I always get fluid in my ears. It just seems I was born with it, so just gonna keep having it. So that's great. And I also had, I guess, some redness in the throat and a lot of congestion in my nose. So the only thing she recommended was just to take some Dayquil. I've actually never taken Dayquil. It's so funny with how often I've gotten sick with like ear infections, throat infections, bronchitis, walking pneumonia. My family, whenever I have a cold, like, it's like I don't know what to do because we don't even really keep cough medicine often in the house. Also, why is everyone just going like leisurely pace? What the heck? Anyway, sorry. The car in front of me was just kind of going, and then going to the left turn lane. It was just very bizarre. Anyway, we're fine. The worst part for me with having a cold is the coughing, mostly because my coughing almost always happens at night, and I swear it's like on a timer, because even when I stay up later, I still, like, the coughing gets worse. It's like after 11 o'clock, the coughing just keeps going, and it's terrible because I sometimes will not cough that much during the day, but then I will cough all night, and so I'll get no sleep. And I was getting irritated because I was like, sometimes I use cough drops, but those usually don't last long enough for me. And so I was looking everywhere, and thankfully, I found some cough medicine hidden in my parents' cabinet. So I was able to use that, and actually the last 2 nights I slept pretty well considering. And so on top of that, she recommends some Dayquil to help with the congestion and stuff like that. So gonna use that and hope for the best. My throat is so scratchy. Actually, that helps. Do you notice it's a little bit better? You probably can't. Clearing your throat doesn't always help me, but for some reason, I learned this from my old high school theater teacher. Doing that is actually helpful for your throat, and he's not wrong, because sometimes when I do feel, I'm not like necessarily sick, but I'm feeling a little bit of congestion, I can tell it's affecting my voice. If I do that, it actually helps clear it up. It's really weird, and I don't understand why. I thought it'd be terrible for your voice. Sorry, it overheated again. I need to find a better solution for this, but I had nothing else to say, so we're just gonna end it here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. And without further ado, I hope to see you all in the next episode.